Ladies and gentlemen, the all-new 2020 mid-engine Corvette. Corvette is truly an American icon. No other sports car nameplate has been roaming the streets or dominating the tracks as long as Corvette. After 66 years and 7 generations, Chevrolet's Corvette has garnered a passionate global family. It is this passion for Corvette that unites our fans and our customers. This same passion drives our designers, our engineers, our suppliers, and of course, the entire manufacturing team here in the US, specifically in Bowling Green, Kentucky, where we proudly build this great car. With more than 1.7 million produced, the Corvette has long been the crown jewel of Chevrolet. The next generation Corvette is not just about imaginative breakthrough engineering or breathtaking design. It's about both. And it's about every detail reimagined.
The 2020 Chevrolet Corvette is, true to the vision of creator Zora Arkus Duntov, a mid-engine supercar. This car, the all-new 2020 Corvette, is one that changes everything. To take performance and driving dynamics to the next level for our customers, we had to move to mid-engine. The time has come today, and we feel that both Corvette traditionalists and potential new customers will embrace the change in layout. The 2020 Chevrolet Corvette is going where no Corvette has gone before, and we're all thrilled to ride along. This new Corvette with its mid-engine configuration has always been part of Corvette's destiny, and it's the Corvette version of a supercar that we've all wanted to see for so long. When the 2020 Corvette Stingray goes on sale in the US, it will start at less than $60,000. Now, our customers can reserve their 2020 Stingray today, and we've got a new system called New Reserve Now program that is live on Chevy.com. So Reserve Now program. It's a new program that Barry and our IT team and our vehicle sales service and marketing team has put together, and it's incredible. Or, of course, you can go to your preferred Chevrolet dealers.
At GM, every time we take on the task of designing a new Corvette, it must build on its storied history and push towards the future. You can see the continued influence of aircraft design, lean and muscular with sculpted shapes, conveying a sense of motion even while standing still. With the new cab-forward driving position and rear engine location, the proportions become the essence of a jet fighter for the road. Now, the design challenges for this mid-engine Corvette were unique in that everything had to be changed. But at the same time, our mission was to make the finished product not just unmistakably Corvette, but an exotic supercar version of a Corvette. The new location of the engine is truly the focal point for the car's design. It's the heart of this new Corvette, and it sits like a jewel in a showcase. A jewel in a showcase that is visible through the large hatch rear window. With this new mid-engine exotic exterior, we had to deliver an inspiring interior to match. In the cockpit, the controls are literally wrapped around you in all directions. It reflects a car that is all about catering to the driver's experience. The look is simple and clean and helped us keep the instrument panel low for great forward visibility. Now, we will offer 3 seat options: a GT1, a GT2, and a competition sport for drivers seeking the right balance of comfort and style. We now offer 6 interior color themes, more than ever before, which also includes more personal choices on material selection and stitching. The interior stitching is also larger and more pronounced. It highlights the handcrafted quality and attention to detail. Even the seatbelts get an expanded and expressive color palette, an optional 6. We've also expanded the exterior color palette to 12, more than we've ever offered previously. Now, all of these details are what makes this 2020 mid-engine Stingray special.
Our mission was to develop a new sports car that combines all of the things we do really well today with the performance and driving experience of mid-engine supercars, all while meeting requirements from all around the globe, including right-hand drive markets. No Corvette has ever felt so comfortable, nimble, and so completely stable. I can't talk about the suspension without talking about its foundation, the body structure. The main structure is aluminum and makes the most use of high-pressure die casting in General Motors history. They are the key to making this the stiffest Corvette in history, which in turn contributes to great driving dynamics. On a mid-engine car, you would expect there to be a front storage compartment, but the Corvette also features a rear storage compartment. Combined, these two compartments provide unprecedented luggage volume. The trunk easily accommodates the standard removable roof panel, which has been a hallmark in Corvette since 1984, or 2 golf bags. The 4 familiar driver modes we introduced on the current Corvette return for 2020: weather, tour, sport, and track. New for this generation, we have what we call Z mode. Z mode lets you customize every vehicle attribute we offer and make it accessible with the single push of a button. So for example, if you like a certain setup for a particular track, instead of wading through menus every time you head for pit lane, you hit the Z mode button and off you go. As Phil mentioned, the new Stingray will have the Z51 package. It includes a long list of track-focused features like performance tires, larger brakes, electronic limited slip differential, more aggressive gearing in the transmission, additional cooling capacity, and aerodynamic content. Many of our features are enabled by our new digital vehicle platform. This new electrical architecture sends signals much faster, provides state-of-the-art cybersecurity, and over-the-air reflash capability. I'll talk about the beating heart of the Corvette, the engine. We will be the only remaining naturally aspirated V8 in the segment. We are calling it the LT2, and its displacement remains 6.2 liters. But that's about all that is carryover about it. With the performance exhaust, it was recently SAE certified at 495 horsepower and 470 foot-pounds of torque, making this the most powerful Corvette Stingray ever. That engine is paired to our first 8-speed dual-clutch transmission, or DCT. This features a very innovative electronic transmission range selector, a masterpiece of engineering art and design that will become a benchmark for the industry. The DCT provides lightning-fast shifts and excellent power transfer. Simply put, the DCT shifts gears faster and better than any human can. The LT2 engine and the DCT, in combination with this new architecture, make the new Stingray a very quick car. We are seeing 0 to 60 times under 3 seconds. You heard that right. Z51 Stingray under 3 seconds. That puts the Stingray in the company of some of the world's quickest cars, and in our own history, only beaten by our 755 horsepower ZR1.
From a design standpoint, the vehicle had to be incredibly beautiful, and at the end of the day, when you step back and look at it, it has to say Corvette.
It's part art, so hand sculpting clay, and part digital, math-based design. I think a lot of the leadership thought we want to go to mid-engine because it's cool, you know, because most exotic sports cars in the world were mid-engine, but actually we were doing it because we felt like we were reaching the limit of our performance capability in the architectures that we had, and so we had to do something to move that forward.
When I first heard that they were going to make the new Corvette mid-engine, really it was a game changer.
We're bordering on 70 years of this vehicle. So you have this lineage to it that you have to maintain, but you also have to be willing to grow and take it further.
With the mid-engine attributes, you'd have the rear weight bias from the engine for better acceleration, performance, and track times, as well as the low forward cowl for excellent visibility, and the lighter front, which really makes the car fun to drive.
Corvette is an emotional driving experience. No matter who you are in life, when you get into a Corvette, you're a superhero. We needed a bespoke transmission, custom designed for this car, because we have engines that produce massive amounts of torque, so the DCTs that are on the shelf wouldn't stand the Corvette duty cycle.
Is you've got a shaft that has your even forward gears, 2, 4, 6, 8, and your odd gears, 1, 3, 5, 7, and you can simultaneously be disengaging one shaft while you're engaging the other one. So it's quicker than a human being could shift a manual transmission. This way you get the lightning fast, less than 100 milliseconds shift when you need it.
What if we could do a new definition of a mid-engine sports car, not just for high-performance driving, but to go on trips, adventures, just make the driving to work an experience?
Utility of the car has been something we focused on too, ensuring that we've got a space for people to store luggage or groceries or what have you. So we have a front storage section that's very deep. We've got a trunk in the rear that not only accommodates 2 bags of golf clubs, but also stows the removable roof panel.
Driver mode, which is what most people are used to as tour, sport, track, and weather. My mode and Z mode are actually just 2 additional modes. Tour, we look at it as a balanced mode that's good at everything. Sport is a little bit more catered toward the spirited driving. Track is all about the response and how the vehicle handles around maximum cornering, maximum acceleration, and maximum driver feel of the road. What my mode and Z mode will allow you to do is for the driver to configure it themselves. The design intent of Z mode is for a single use case. You could set up Z mode for that curvy road that you go on every day on the way to work. Click on Z mode, do your curvy road, and then go back to my mode, and that's your day.
What we wanted to do was kind of go to a 3-seat strategy.
With the GT1 seat, that gives you your perfect everyday kind of driving seating position, comfortable bolsters. The new entry that we have for this one is the GT2.
The GT2 seat is really, really an exciting seat. It's a Napa leather. It has the most color blocking opportunities. It's a really beautiful formed seat.
The other side effect of that is it allowed us to really dial up the competition seat.
So we brought in a new material. It does a couple of things. One, it holds you in, and then the other side of it is it eliminates a little bit more leather because every ounce counts on this vehicle, especially when you're tracking it.
When we started designing the interior, we wanted to make sure that it felt uniquely Corvette, but it feels like no Corvette you've ever been in before.
We're going from 10 colors to 12 colors. This will be the most we've ever offered. What we're finding is that our consumers want to bring a little bit of their own identity in the car and really want to exemplify who they are and bring their own emotion out. And then the other main point that we did on the interior was the stitching and seatbelts. And this is really giving you a step above black when you go down that path.
Drivers can now raise the front of their Corvette almost 2 inches in less than 3 seconds with the available front lift. While it can be manually activated, it can also be programmed to remember the GPS locations of up to 1,000 obstacles throughout your commute, so that you don't, for example, have to remember to activate it every time you arrive home to a steep driveway.